Circuit.
Welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news, fanking, conspiracies. We got some mad cars this week. Huge news, of course, because the Tokyo, what do they call it now? Not the motor show.
No, the mobility show.
The mobility show. Japan Mobility Show, which basically is new cars and...
Motor show kind of sounded good. One of those things like, should you really change it? Oh, yeah, but it's also about like electric scooters. Let's just call it the motor show.
Yeah, just show us your electric STI that you'll never make and your new hatch Subaru STI that you probably will make, but it won't look that good. Anyway, it's a massive show.
More on that later.
It's a huge show, absolutely huge. First off, though, in Mightycarmods news, this is your last chance call for one of our Mark III Budget Street Cred posters. They will be gone imminently. I don't know exact days, but we are talking days, not weeks. If you don't have one yet, it does directly go to support the show. We will get your order, individually autograph it. We do talk about this a little bit, but these posters do end up on eBay for sometimes thousands of dollars. That doesn't, it's like if you get one, you can sell it. That doesn't actually help us or help the show. What does help us is paying the approximately $29 US, and we'll sign it and send it to you, which is around 45 Australian dollars, and get it to you. So they're available for a short time still. If you haven't got it, grab yours yet now. And we have one other new thing as well.
That's mad.
This is pretty mad.
No.
I don't know if we're allowed to call them an hoodie.
No, you're not.
But
it's not an hoodie.
But we are allowed to call it an oversized hoodie. So we have now got
so good
Mightycarmods Oversized Hoodies.
Are you going to a very cold car meet?
Look at this action.
Are you chilling on your lounge? Some people just freaking froth these things.
Massive big kangaroo pocket
Super
on the
warm.
front. Super warm on the inside.
Fleecy line.
It's covered in chopped logos.
Pretty cool.
These are available as of today. So I highly recommend you grab one. They're pretty awesome. I don't know if it's going to be a limited item or not. I don't know. We'll see how they go. But they are available right now. They're very warm. I was wearing them this morning for some photos, and they're freaking awesome. They are available now. Martin, how are you, mate?
I'm very good. And I'm keen to pump it in the news because this is going to be one of the biggest newses we've ever done. Similar size to normal, but absolutely massive.
And no, today is extra big. And I saw something with my own eyes just last week.
Cool. Tell them in the news.
I need to tell them now, Martin. So that it doesn't become a big lingering thing.
Story time.
No, it's not story time, and it's about you, Martin. It's about the whole. Actually, chuck me. Do you know what I'm going to do, Martin? I'm going to demonstrate it with this.
Okay.
I'm going to just get this over here.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you what I saw last week with my very own eyeballs.
Okay. It's not quite on properly. Need to turn it more that way.
Like that?
No, even more. Yeah, more that way. Yeah, here we go. That's freaky. Yeah, there we go.
All right, here we go.
Okay. I can't wait for you all to see this.
Hi, everyone. I'm Martin. I like Subarus. I don't like Nissans very much.
Oh, you like fishing
and
and
I bought
boating.
some stupid shit off the internet.
Yep, that's
and now I'm going to make some videos about it. And I don't want to eat crabs or prawns, which is the lovely segue to what I did last week. I'm Martin now. I'm Martin.
Okay.
Last week, I went fishing. And, now I'm me again, I saw it with my own eyeballs.
Yeah, you did.
And do you know what I did? Now I'm Martin again.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fully blow the fish load.
Okay.
But I used technology to help me catch fish.
Yeah.
And I was quite impressed. And I saw it with my own eyeballs. And you will be seeing it soon. You went fishing. I went fishing. You went fishing. We went fishing.
Combined it with one of your loves. No, not yours. Yours. Camping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fishing at the same time.
Yes. Is that camping?
Like the double doodle.
Anyway, I just have to reset myself.
Yeah, we went fishing. It was actually awesome. It was really, really good. In the sunset, got the structure around to try and catch the fish, got some innovative casting.
Did you say got the structure?
Structure.
What does that mean?
Innovative casting method, which was very challenging due to the structure, but we got it done.
Anyway,
Time for the
very,
news.
very exciting. Martin, is this the news yet?
No.
Okay.
Dude, the news is massive.
No, the news is massive.
Okay.
Okay, all right, the news. This week on the Unicorn Circuit, news is probably the biggest news of all time.
Massive news.
Last week we were in Japan. It was absolutely epic week. We had an incredible time. We're going to be putting that together for you. You'll be seeing that soon. We were not there for the Japan Mobility Show. We were there for the Marty and Moog skid show. Oh, it wasn't a skid show. It was a grip show.
Grip show.
With a little skid.
Yeah. A couple of skids.
And we were on multiple wheels.
Yes.
At different times.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Well
seeing
said.
that soon. Martin, let's talk about the mobility show.
Let's talk about the mobility show. Why? Because there's tons of news coming out of it. All very exciting stuff. Very hard to exist in the world and be interested in cars and not see the Subaru concepts. I didn't actually realise there was two of them. So there's this one that's been doing the rounds.
They're both STIs.
They're both STIs. So one's been doing the rounds. One is the purest dinosaur burning one, hybrid, whatever. That looks a little bit like a 2011. Looks a bit like your wide body.
Yeah,
one,
it does.
Right?
It does.
Looks a bit like that, but good on them. It's got. They've obviously taken the best of what they believe with the VA. They've gotten rid of the funny over fenders.
Do you know what was spied inside? The little center diff controller
DCC,
thing. And
so
the
they
little
might be
whatever,
bringing the 6-speed back.
Oh,
So-
no, Martin. It's got a 6-speed.
Oh, there you go.
Someone
6-speed
looked
back.
through the window and it has a 6-speed knob. Doesn't mean there's 6-speed in it, but it does have a 6-speed knob.
It looks very exciting and who knows as a concept. But also I didn't realise they did another one which is like the EV version, which is more like the moonshot of like the next generation. All I would say is good on them for doing any of it at all, because I was so expecting slop, which we were in Japan and we knew the mobility show was. It didn't quite work with our schedule, but I'm like, oh, it would be kind of cool to see. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to see another Nissan Z whatever thing or Subaru slop. Here's an active off-road cross-track, because after COVID, everyone wants to go off-road, and you know it's like boring.
Yeah.
Next minute, we've got some cool STI concept, but that wasn't the only concept. There was a whole bunch more, but I'll get to them in a bit.
You know what's I think is very interesting, but maybe it's not very interesting for you. We were in Japan last week, and in Japan, most of the cars there were made in what country, Martin?
Japan.
Correct. We were in China 2 weeks before that. Most of the cars there were made in what country?
China.
How many Chinese cars were in Japan?
Oh, very few. I saw maybe
Almost
3.
zero.
I saw 3.
So there's definitely something going on there, and China knows about it, and China's trying to fix it. Now, this here is, I know it's going to make people upset. We're just reporting it for you, but China is coming for the K cars. So they have got a new car, a BYD Racco. Now, what's interesting about the Racco, you go, cool, it's a small, tiny little car, it's a micro EV, but here's where things get really interesting. It fits within the size limit of 3.395 metres long and 1.47 metres wide,
Sounds K car.
which is the K car class. So it's going to be a Chinese created and developed car that is specifically made to gate crash the party in Japan's backyard. They're coming for the K cars. Now, why does it matter? Because the K class category of cars is absolutely huge in Japan, and it's not just huge because it is around a third of their car sales over there. It's huge because Japanese people, I feel very loyal to that class of car. And there's also, we learned this a number of years ago when we were in Japan, a lot of people feel really strongly about the environment, or what they called over there eco cars. And I remember we went to a car yard once and we saw like some turbo Subarus and stuff that were like $2,000 or $3,000.
S15s were 8.
Yeah, then we saw little K cars that cost way more.
20.
And we said to the dealer, like, why is that? And he said, because in Japan, people find it really important to show the world and show their communities that they're doing something about the environment. Like, that there is considered a cool thing. In Australia, it's kind of the opposite. You have an eco car, people are like, what's wrong with you, mate? So that one's really interesting. It's launching in late 2026. It is a tactical entry into Japan. They're coming for the K market.
Yep.
And obviously the car has big ambitions. I don't know if Japanese people are going to accept it, but that said, money talks. It's going to come down to price. If you can get a Japanese-made K car, or you can get the BYD and they're the same price, I reckon people are going to buy Japanese.
Yep.
If it's half the price, they could be in trouble. Yep. But I think, unlike a lot of other countries, Japan feels very loyal about its vehicles, and as such, it's why when we were there, we saw hardly any Chinese cars at all. You see way more in Australia day to day than we saw in Japan. They're just not into it.
It's likely that everyone in Japan knows of someone or a friend who works for a car brand.
Yes.
In the manufacturing, in the marketing, and whatever it is, like, because they're everywhere. We're on the train going somewhere, and like you look and there's Suzuki, and it's like the size of an entire Sydney suburb.
Yeah, it's like the size of a suburb. Yeah.
This is the most interesting thing I've seen on that topic of K cars, small cars, and also the eco car thing. I kind of gave up on that a long time ago because I realised it was going nowhere. There was no innovation. Okay, we've got battery cars, cool, they work for, if you charge them off solar, yes, I guess that thing. Oh, but then you pull the battery out of the ground, and there's all these stupid arguments that go in circles. This if this isn't just pipe dream stuff, is one of the coolest things I've heard from in a long time. So Mazda came up with 2 vision cars. This is the one that people are kind of marking as the RX-9. 510 horsepower,
looks cool.
160 of motor-only mode, and 800 Ks when combined with a combustion engine. Cool, it's like a weird RX-8 evolution that has hybrid. But this one...
See, that looks great.
This little one, again, just Mazda Vision X is what they're calling this. This is a little hatchback thing. But this is the bit of the press release that I found that's so interesting. It says, by combining carbon-neutral fuel derived from microalgae, which I know some people straight away shoot down and go, oh, that's pie in the sky stuff's not going to happen. Let's assume it does happen. So you got fuel from algae.
Algae's
combined
like
with
ocean plants, right?
Mazda's proprietary CO2 capture technology, Mazda's mobile carbon capture, the vehicle contributes to reducing atmospheric CO2 the more it's driven.
Oh.
Like, if that's actually a thing, and you've got too much carbon in the atmosphere, which is creating global warming and all these problems, and the temperatures are going up, imagine if you could flick a switch right now and every single person's car, the more it was driven, sucked carbon out of the air.
But if that was true and possible, they would get that technology, make a huge array of them. Like instead of planting trees, you would just put those things there and turn a button and just flip them all
they
on.
are talking about carbon capture arrays, which looks like giant computer heat sinks that sit in the air with big fans on them, or whatever, and they're these huge, ugly things. But there's millions, if not billions, of cars in the world. Let's assume for a second that you can capture the carbon with this.
I mean, it's crazy.
Like, it's pie in the sky, but I love this is what I think is exciting about the innovation that we haven't seen for a long time. Here's another SUV that has better who cares? Like, that's the kind of stuff where you go, man, every time you go for a drive, the air's getting cleaner.
Yes.
Like, what a weird reversal that for so long, especially in our lifetimes, we've gone from the 80s where there was molybdenum and lead and all sorts of rubbish in the fuel to the fact where you drive your little hatchback to the shops and you've made a 0.00001 difference.
And do you know what I think will be a game changer for that? If the car's actually fun to drive.
And
because
what if it's
obviously
fun and fast?
You can go to the shops and do the things you need to do. How often have you been somewhere and you've gone, let's go for a drive, and then you're travelling, you've got a little hire car that sucks and you're just like, oh, let's just get the train or do something else. The cars have to be fun. And speaking of fun, there's 2 things that I want to speak about. Honda N1.
Yes.
Did we have one of them on the show, Martin? Or was it, what did we have? That little, what did we have? That blue thing. Tiny little blue car.
The blue Spacia.
Yeah,
Suzuki
Spacia.
So K-car spec van, basically.
This is kind of Honda's version of that. Is called a Super One.
I love N1s.
So it is based on an N1 K car.
Which were everywhere in Japan.
Oh, them and Pro
common.
Boxes. Toyota Pro. So a Pro Box is like a Toyota station wagon mid-size. Anyway, so the N1's a K car. It's very well known. Honda is releasing something called a Super One, and what's exciting about this, it will come to Australia. It's got double the power of the original N1, but it won't be a K car because they want to sell it to Australia and UK and in those kind of countries. It just doesn't float. Now, here's what's interesting about it. It's got a boost mode that will maximise its output. And as part of the maximising of the output, we'll spurt some fake engine noises in. Now, like whatever, that's what it was, almost. Now, the product lead, whose name was Mr. Hidemoto, he was comparing it to the Hyundai Ioniq 5N. He just said it's way too heavy because it's 2.2 tonne. You just go, cool, that car is heavy. You know, I've driven them a couple of times. I reviewed it on Top Gear. It is a heavy car. I wasn't really into the fake gear things and that. But this is where we come to the interesting part of this press release, Martin, that I want to check. I want to just sense check this with you. So the Super One is going to emulate a 7-speed, a dual clutch automatic. So that's what it'll emulate. And so what Honda is saying is that's my interpretation of this is more exciting than the Ioniq 5N's simulation of a 6-speed gearbox. So, which is derived from their S Plus shift feature, which they have in the Prelude. That's what's inspired the Super One emulation. So we're at a point now where we are comparing cars based on whether they're simulating a 6-speed or a 7-speed DSG. I find the whole thing ridiculous and I just don't like it.
Carbon capture as you're driving and boosting down the highway, or emulating a gearbox that isn't even there. I wonder if that pisses off the engineers that do electric stuff where they're like, we have this perfect dyno power curve that goes boom, up and torque, and it just runs away like this.
It's
now
dumb.
let's put dips in it like this, where like...
Should we be simulating gearboxes? I think we're fine. But you should be able to go simulate, yes, no, whatever you want. When 2 different brands are going, ours is 7-speed, ours is 6-speed.
That's dumb.
And I don't like it. I think
should
it's
be
dumb.
in a menu that you just get to choose
And
from when you first jump in the garage. It says, do you want to simulate a gearbox? Yes, no, and then you turn that shit off forever.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon. Other people that have made a lot of noise at the Mobility Show and generally is Toyota. There's a couple that went around. Obviously, the Corolla concept got the most attention because it looks like a spaceship. It looks like the kind of concept cars that we saw in the 80s and 90s, and they're actually coming to real life. Whether they actually make it to be a real car is up for, I don't know, argument. But another one I came across, which is kind of cool, is this SEMA special. So SEMA's on in America. I think it's actually already on anyway. And there's a bunch of stuff that's come out of it as well. And this one caught my eye because it's got that sort of old school
What is it?
wrap on it. It's like one of their crossover, they're calling it a Toyota Corolla Cross Nasu edition. But what's interesting about this is they let the guys who do, and girls, who do all the accessories loose and said, make whatever you want.
Within Toyota or external?
No, within Toyota. I just think it's kind of cool that they, like, it's nice to hear that rather than just go, this is the design department and no one else goes near it. Hey, accessory
Just go
people.
to town.
Just go to town and make what you would think is interesting. I reckon, like, it's something you could drive off the lot. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
For a SUV. And obviously that segment of cars is massive. But the one that caught my eye as well was the Toyota's press release where the CEO got on stage and presented with a bunch of different cars. A couple caught my eye, and what was interesting is they played the original, or they talked about the original midget ad from the 50s where they used to drive the thing around. And the first car in that commercial was a 1950s midget. And then they brought in the new one and their theme was Daihatsu me, because Daihatsu is for me. But he's also said that when he's driving on Japanese roads, I imagine there's quite a few times where one thinks, I'm lucky this car is so small. There's obviously a focus going back here because driving a big car in Japan is difficult. I mean, you can be on these one-lane roads and only K cars can get past each other. Otherwise, you're backing up and you're going into it
We experienced
multiple
it
times. So you've got to be in something small where you can actually get around. But the one that blew my mind, there's also a new Copen that they're talking about. And there was rumours of it being rear-wheel drive, which is like rear-wheel drive small sports car. I know that's MX-5's territory, but they're talking about doing things with the 86. The fact that the Copen is coming back in any meaningful way is kind of exciting. But what blew my mind, and mate, like I've owned one of these, and maybe I knew this, but I forgot. Do you know what Copen means, or how they got the word Copen?
No.
K-open.
Oh, it's a K car with an open roof.
It's a K car with an open roof.
Oh, wow.
Copen. Because the name, some of those names, you're like, well, Copen, that's dumb. K-open.
That's pretty cool.
I had no idea.
You know what else they're talking about bringing back? It's just chats at the moment. Honda S2000.
What?
And a lot of people that are working at Honda are just like actual staff that work there. They're like, we want one. We would have one. We would drive one. Let's make one. And they've like, look, we're open to it. But sometimes I feel like when they say they're open to it, they're either already doing it but don't want to announce it yet, or they're just not going to do it but don't want to look like they actually are. So, a few weeks ago when that news was going around of like, the new Golf is going to have an RS3 engine in it. No. They made one just to get attention, probably to try and sell the last of the Mark 8s. Lastly,
maybe.
Hyundai i20N. I've never driven one. Have you driven an i20N or an i30N?
No, I've only driven a Picanto, which I thought was pretty cool.
Which, I was trying to get a Picanto to be the reasonably priced car on Top Gear, but then instead they got the BRZ. Anyway, the Hyundai i20N, it's under $40,000. It's front-wheel drive, hot hatch. Anyway, that thing is all over now, unfortunately. And so they will not be making any more of them. If you do order one or buy one, it's only going to be existing stock. So it'll wrap up in March 2026. So from now on, it's existing stock. You can't build a custom one. You can't go, I want this with this, these options or anything on it. The emission regs are biting on them. And the current gen model, it's already been terminated in Europe. Like, it's already all over there.
Euro 7 or whatever.
And so, yes, N-Division is thinking of bringing back another one, but the next gen, when you hear next gen, it's probably going to mean hybrid or something, depending on how you feel about that. It is due around 2027. It's probably going to be hybrid as well. But if you've been thinking about getting one or you want to drive one, of course, this is not an ad, but from the best that I can understand, it's all over for now. You'll just be buying whatever exists. That's the news.
What I would say is a lot of these concepts and stuff that we've seen going through the Mobility Show is exciting, and I'd say more exciting than in previous years. It remains to be seen whether that's actually going to be turning into reality. Because a lot of the time it can just be a lot of fluff to get everyone excited and go, oh, we'll go buy that Subaru. After all, they go buy an Outback and then nothing ever materialises. But fingers crossed, a couple of years from now, there might be some real cool stuff happening. Will a lot of it be hybridised? Probably. Is that still good for a daily? Yeah, maybe it's better. especially if the cost is being driven down, which it will be because of all the competition. That's the one good thing about there being all these new brands coming on is competition will affect prices. It has to.
I had an interesting conversation yesterday with somebody who works in roadside assistance, like a roadside mechanic. Now, I had this understanding, and you and I have spoken about this before. I think last time we did a road trip in Australia, we were like, where are the broken down cars? Because I remember like 15, 20 years ago, there's cars overheating, there's bonnets up, you go down a highway. And so we're like, do cars just not break down anymore? So I asked him about that. Is that actually true? And he's like, actually, the cars are worse than ever. But when they have an issue, normally it's a catastrophic issue, and it's not an issue where they're on the side of the road with the bonnet up. It's something like complete electrical failure or something, and they just get towed off, and who knows what actually happens to them. But some of the biggest problems, because I'm like, what do you see most of? And it's keys in the boot. And so in the past, you would lock your car, lock your car, your keys are inside, they do some kind of fancy thing to get inside. But now some people, it's in the gym bag or whatever, they put it in the boot and then they close it, and it's too far away from the transponder to know that the keys are actually in the car.
Right.
So a lot of the call outs are that, and also lots of problems with batteries.
Yeah.
And what they carry around with them now is like stuff to reset batteries, because like that's a thing. And also electric steering locks. Like they fail, and your steering wheel is stuck like that.
Yep.
When you try and start your car, it goes steering's locked, therefore can't drive it.
Crazy. Anyway, that's the news. Next on, is that even legal?
Every week on the show, we like to explore different laws from around the world so that we can get a little insight into how people do things differently to the way that we do them right here in Australia town. How you going, Martin?
I'm good, mate.
Martin, in the early days of Mightycarmods, you wore an iconic item of clothing, which was a flip-flop.
A flip-flop.
And a thong sometimes.
A thong sometimes, often, rarely at the same time.
Yes. But in some countries, they call a thong a G-string.
Correct.
Which I think I've told you I accidentally wore one the wrong way around once.
Ouch.
Because I didn't know. I was handed a disposable G-string at a medical appointment.
Okay.
And then when the woman came back in, I said, it doesn't feel very comfortable. And I was full fly's eyes. And she was like, that bit's meant to go at the back. I didn't. How would someone know? How would you know how to wear a thong if you've never worn one before?
Should have watched the first episode of Mightycarmods, then you'd know.
Exactly, but Martin used to wear thongs. So I hardly even need to ask this question. Martin, do you enjoy wearing thongs?
Yes.
Do you enjoy wearing sandals?
No.
That's the same thing.
No, sandals are not the same thing.
Aren't they?
Sandals, Crocs are in their own category of weird.
No, Crocs are separate.
Crocs and sandals are in the same
See the post I made that Crocs were illegal on escalators in China?
Oh.
Did you see that? Did you see the signs in China?
Oh,
There's
I
Crocs
did,
with
yeah.
the band sign
Yeah,
through
that's
them.
right.
They're like, do not wear the Crocs. Martin, do you like wearing thongs?
Yes.
Do you like driving cars?
Yep.
That's straight up illegal in Canada.
What do you mean?
Canada, it is illegal to drive your car in a G-string.
How do they check?
Illegal. I don't know if it means a G-string. I think it actually means sandals because they think they're dangerous. Now, I checked because I'm very professional.
Yes.
In New South Wales, which is the state in which Martin and I live in Australia, here's the interesting thing. It is not illegal to drive in thongs, but you can be fined if your footwear can interfere with your pedals. What do you do with that?
I don't know.
It's like how in some places there's certain laws about certain acts.
Yes.
You can't do certain things with certain people and they fine you for it.
Yep.
You know, two adults.
Yeah.
It's
Consenting,
like,
yeah.
But how do they know?
Yep.
How do they know what you were doing?
I don't know. They don't.
But then how do they fine you for it?
I don't know. They feel like it. I guess they have to have the fine there in case they need it, so they can do something about it.
Because somewhere it could be
No, I was just
illegal for
walking
me
my
to...
dog.
Like if I penetrated your ear with my finger,
Yeah.
do I have consent?
You shouldn't, but you can if you want to.
Sure.
No, I don't recommend it.
But can I do it?
You can, but I don't recommend it.
Okay, like that? That could be illegal in some places.
Yeah, could be. You know what's not illegal in some places? mycrapcar.
This show's so dumb. We love crap cars.
Love 'em.
You know it's probably why you're watching this show.
Probably.
If you're expecting to see some brand new supercar reviews, shit, you're in the
You're
wrong
in the wrong
place.
place hard.
Damn.
Literally
We're starting
in the wrong
off
place.
with a Datsun. Do you know why it was called Datsun? Because when the first person was making a Datsun, they did a massive skid in it, and the dad came out and goes, "Damn, son!" And then the kid misheard, and he goes, "Datsun."
Oh, I thought it was because the guy was gifting the company to his son, and there was two sons, and the wife was like, "Which son are we going to give it to?" He's like, "That son."
That's better. None of those are real. But Tegan's one is real. Check it out.
Checking in from Saskatchewan, Canada with mycrapcar, the 1980 Datsun 280ZX. I found this car on Facebook Marketplace, drove out an hour and a half to go pick it up, sight unseen, for $2,500. Had been sitting since 2003. It now, at the time it didn't run, changed the fuel pump, every vacuum line, and a bunch of other stuff, and it runs and drives fantastic. Now this thing is not without issues. Case in point, this down here, this, that, this. Now this car got a little filled with field mice and came very close to dying in a grass fire, but it survived for me to own. Now this absolute unit starts and runs perfect now. Sit in this amazing seating position. Come on. See, runs mint. The precisely 145 horsepower rated on this 2.8 liters of L28 Justice non-turbo, because I am not cool enough for the turbo. We got the tops off, which is the only acceptable way to drive this car. We can go on a little rip. Now the cruisability of this car is just fantastic. You don't need a rear view mirror because it's not on the roof because the headliner's out of it. Figured I'd do a quick there's the 0 to 100. Now the AC doesn't work, but like yeah, why would you need AC? That was my crap car. Checking out.
Well done. Martin, we've got a double crap car.
What?
I call it crap car in stereo.
Two in a row with number 1 and number 2. Next we've got Scott, also from Canada, with his mad STI.
Hello, Unicorn Circuit, and hello from British Columbia, Canada. This is my crap car. It is a 2006 Subaru STI. It's JDM, and I imported it because it was the cheapest running Subaru I could find. And I figured I know how to fix these guys. I've owned them since I was a kid, wrenching on my garage, well, on my driveway and then a garage. So I'm pretty sure I could fix it up. And so, yeah, I imported it. It came with its usual, you know, cheapest running thing problems, which is sun damaged. So the sun just ate anything it touched. It also was covered in rock chips. You can see here, the front bumper has just got like tons of little holes in it. That was pretty much all over the car. And so I've been taking little projects and repainting it. And so you can see here, I repainted this guy. Oops, maybe could have done a better job color matching, but again, fun car, right? Oh, different color again. Oh, repainted that too. I got to the roof. Yeah, that's painted. All might add with rattle cans in my driveway when I was living in Alberta. But yeah. Well, yeah, not the right color. Anyway, but yeah, you know, repainted it all. Been repainting it in chunks. Probably do a better job now that I have a garage. And yeah, and so when I imported it, it came off the boat, if you will, and it wouldn't start, so they dragged it off, and that ruined the center diff, and I had to rebuild that. And then I think when they got tired of dragging it, they pushed it, because then they destroyed the rear bumper, and I had to replace that and repaint that, and they cracked both headlights, so good excuse, right, to go buy new ones. Look like they look nice though, right? So replace those guys, and then also it had 4 different rims on it and 4 different tires. So I'm like a bit of a goof. I drove it home like that from PC when I got it started, all the way back to Alberta. And because of that, I did in the rear diff too. And so I had to rebuild that, plus rebuild the center diff because they towed it. And then finally found the power draw, which was at the time, and I'll show you a picture of it, 1 million different like electronic things stuck all over this dashboard. There was like 2 speedos. I don't know why, but anyway, one of them was drawing power and I redid all that. And so yeah, it's been coming along. It's a labor of love, right? These are new rims, which, Speedline, man, Speedline was so nice. But yeah, like, been labor of love, and like any good Subaru owner, well, the good ones meaning the ones that have the patience for this, when Uncle Rodney comes a knocking, this. But, that's okay. I'm gonna fix it. And I'm gonna put, I'm not gonna do like crazy power upgrades or anything, because I like it just with, the horsepower it came with. And I'm not gonna keep it in the purity bin or anything, or throw whatever, but I'm just gonna fix it up. Gonna keep these heads, get them rebuilt, because I don't have a machine shop. But they are high flow JDM heads and they're amazing. I'm gonna keep my twin scroll and the equal length, because people look at a Subaru and they expect rumble and then you don't hear it and you're like, what is that? But yeah, it's a JDM motor that we never got and I think is amazing. And I'm gonna keep doing the JDM motor and amazing things with it. And so yeah, wish me luck. I've rebuilt engines before, and I've rebuilt Subarus before, but this is my first JDM project, so wish me luck. And yeah, that's my car.
How good's Canada? I've never been to Canada. I saw on the news last week, Martin, that the Canadian Prime Minister, or the Presidentally, apologised to Trump because they put an ad out saying that they didn't like Trump's tariffs.
No,
and
it
then
wasn't.
Trump didn't like it.
It wasn't them saying it.
Oh, some
They had a classic
movement
speech by Ronald Reagan, who was an actor, who was also a president, but they flipped it around a bit.
Oh,
so
they
the
messed
stuff
with
he
it,
said
did they?
it was about tariffs. The thing he said was sort of made sense, I guess, but then they changed a bit, and he didn't like it anyway. But that
so they
really
broadcast
didn't
it, and then I think some Canadians didn't like that their boss monkey apologised to the other boss monkey. I call them a boss monkey not because they're not humans, just because I sometimes think of the world is these big clans of different groups, and they're all like,
trying to
give me
get each
more
other's.
of your bananas, I'll give you my banana, but you've got to take a bit of my monkey, and I'll put my monkey in your
What's
ear.
in there?
You think, oh, that's the other
That's pretty big. Yeah, I'm not going to
banana.
go to you.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, so next up we
You
have.
come here for all the hard-hitting politic monkey.
It's kind of like it is a bit like a podcast, the more I think about it, but slightly visual.
No, 'cause
anyway,
we've got
speaking of
Fanking
things
soon.
that are flying slightly visual, we've got tinfoil hat conspiracy cap. This week on Conspiracy Hat
What do you
Cap,
got?
we are talking about baiting. We're not talking about fishing.
Fishing?
No, not quite. Relax.
What bait did you use the other day?
day? Can we ever get this one out without
bait did you
interruption? I
You used a lure.
You bought me the lure.
Yeah.
Do you remember
But
that?
I wasn't sure if you're going to add a snake to it again.
Why would I add a snake to it? That shit doesn't work.
You did the
I know,
snake fishing down and whatever.
And it didn't work.
So I met a dude the other day, and I saw this with my own eyes. I didn't believe it. But
Story
he
time.
said that when he was younger, what he would do when he'd meet a girl...
You like a
he'd-
story time flashing things so people know what's happening. Go on.
He'd carry a packet of snakes in his pocket, and when he'd meet a girl, do you want to hear it? No, I'm not telling you then.
Everyone,
No.
no, you can't do
No,
that. That's
fine.
bait. That's
No, no.
properly baiting
No,
people.
that's fine.
You literally bait and you didn't
I won't
switch.
tell you what he did and how he would get so many girlfriends then. If you don't want to know. If you don't want to know.
Are you talking about yourself here?
No.
I bet you are. Oh, my mate used to tie knots with the thing and then be like, look at my tied knot with my snake.
That's what he did.
Yeah, exactly. Man,
Wasn't me, but
I was around in the 90s too.
But I was considering trying to. So
Wasn't me.
he showed me the other day. I'm like, can you actually do it? I gave him an Allen snake. He puts it in his mouth, and his thing was like, if I can tie the snake in a knot with my tongue, can I get your number? And then they would always give him the number for some reason, because he'd be all.
Did you write the numbers in a book or did you have a phone?
I said, dude.
Anyway, every few years, usually when sales are slipping, and we could be in this cycle right now, and consumers are getting bored because there's another boring, rubbish SUV.
That's when they need
popped
to
out.
buy the Mightycarmods Oversized Hoodie.
That's a good point. Motoring executives, so we're talking the big wigs of all the companies, all the ones you saw at the Japanese Mobility Show, plus all the ones from the US and China, everywhere else. They gather in a secret location and they have one thing to do, and they sit there and they say, it's time to bait again. And they bait everyone. So they get the designers to draw up cars that they know people are going to like. People like
Is it
us
a really big
froth
one,
over.
like a mass one?
People are going to froth over it, and they get designers to do. You know how designers know what we want? Because we bleat about it endlessly. Just this show alone, with its however many thousands of views, that's being scanned. 38 views, is being scanned for all the information. Every other podcast you've ever heard of that's about cars, every YouTube channel about cars, there's a new one every day popping up. Guess what? All that data sucked up like a giant banana with fly's eyes, and it's got and sucking it all up. And you know what it knows? They know what we want. So what do? The designers look at the slop screen and go, cool, that's what people want. And they draw the STI, and they draw the electric STI, and they draw the Mad Cope and rear-wheel drive, and they draw the Corolla, they draw all the stuff that we saw at the Mobility Show. They draw it all up. Then they make one as a prototype, get us all frothing. They get his 2011 WRX, put a 6-speed with DCD, some big flares, some big wheels, and go, look, it's all new, and you can buy it, or can you? And so they do it, right? But guess what? It never gets made. Concepts left, right, and centre. Then they like to remind the world of what could be, and the concept car is like the ultimate lure, to use another fishing term, and it's like dangled in front of us to get us enthusiastic about cars. And it does, because we're all frothed about it. I'm frothing about driving a Mazda that cleans the world with rotary hybrid power, frothing at the idea of that. And they just do it, and then you know what happens in another couple of years?
They do it again?
No. We get another SUV. Mazda will go, the CX-43, and this is the RAV6 with extra hybrid power, and this is the Chinese Yangwang X90, which has 3 more kilometres of range, and everyone just goes, great. And on we go. And this loop keeps looping around. So what are these meetings called? They're called bait meetings. These are the masters of the industry. Masters of the industry holding bait meetings. Masters that are baiting us constantly. Masters baiting. That's what's happening.
So they're constantly masturbating.
No,
themselves.
masters are baiting.
They're constantly
us.
masters of masturbating.
Masters are
in a
baiting
room.
us. Together in a room.
Us.
Yes, in a room.
To
together.
try and get the information out of us.
Exactly.
So that then they can give us the stuff that they think we need.
Give us the slop that they think will keep us excited and engaged with the automotive industry, and then they feed us RAV slop.
So we're slopping on them, and they're feeding it to us.
No. We're outputting what we want.
They're pulling the slop out of us.
Every time we get in here and go, oh, imagine if Subaru made a proper 6-speed with a thing that was strong and had a hybrid and it made 400 kilowatts and they're like tick, 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 tick. The AI bot somewhere is absorbing all this and the designers are sipping another Red Bull and then being like, okay, here we go. Mobility concept, build it, and they build it and make one and we all get excited and then we go buy a RAV4.
So we're all intellectually bukkakeing the AI robot.
100%. You couldn't have said it better.
And then it is then outputting from its
After
anus.
they get into their room and bait us all the masters of the industry.
Hey, Martin, I think that's possible.
It's not possible, it's absolutely true.
I think it might actually be happening.
It's not might, it is.
I've got some real-world proof of that happening in a way that may be understandable by everyone.
Okay.
When we were involved in the launch of Fast and Furious 7 or 8, whichever was the one was it Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
Was that one? Was that 7
when
or 8?
they jumped the building.
They jumped
I feel
the
like
thing?
it was 7.
Anyway, Dennis McCarthy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The lead vehicle
Built the cars.
guy. Anyway, so we went and we worked in the car department of Fast and Furious for a couple of days, which was a whole lot of fun. We made a car there and we had a chat with some of the people there and we're like, how... One day, you know, they've got to make a Batmobile, the next day it's a spaceship, the next day it's whatever. We just assume that everybody working in film constantly loves cars. You assume that Top Gear, that the director must absolutely love cars. Like, he was quite open about like that. He was just like, Nigel Simkis has been making the show forever. He's like, I don't know really about cars. I like cars driving around in colours and
making
stuff.
films.
But doesn't know about technical kind of things. We assume that the sound guy, the drone guy, everybody, that's all car. So when we said to him, where do you get the inspiration from to make the cars? Obviously it comes from lots of different sources, but one of the things they said that was really interesting to me is they said they look at what people are doing and how they're modifying them on YouTube and social media and things like that. They're seeing what kind of trends are popular and what things are happening over there. Then they can use that, put that into the mix of all the other things that they're learning and all the things that they've learned from their time making films and cars for films, and then make that. So in some way, you know, Mightycarmods being one of the bigger independent automotive channels in the world, it's likely that if you're doing a movie about modified cars, that someone along the line is watching shows like ours or Motor Trend or Roadkill or other things like that, and then somehow that goes into the mix of making the thing to then make a car that appears on screen. So what you're saying is there's that kind of thing, but happening on a global scale.
Yes. Anyway, next up, Fanking.
Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualising a product's name by taking a photo of it near your crotch. This week, we've got some absolutely epic fanks. In fact, we have 4 fanks of the week.
Whoa, that's a record.
Because I just thought, why not? So, Martin, let's just dive right into it with the Family Computer Disk System.
Oh, nice.
Now, what is the Family Computer Disk System, actually? Because there's boxes near it that say 1986. I reckon that is a retro computer.
That's really taking off at the moment.
That's a thing?
That's taking off, yeah. I bought an Atari the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Didn't you buy a Commodore as well?
Yeah, isn't that the same? Isn't Commodore 64 and Atari the same thing?
Dude.
Nah, Commodore 64. No, wait, who makes Commodore 64? Amiga. Amiga makes them? Amiga and Microsystem? I don't know, you're the 80s guy, which is it? I can tell you about Nintendos.
Can you?
Yeah, but which
Please
is...
don't. My first computer was a Texas Instruments TI-99, and playing Parsec on a cartridge, it had talking.
That's crazy.
It had a computer that talked.
That's pretty crazy. Did you make it say dumb shit?
No,
Because I did.
No,
The second I got a computer.
No, it said enemy ship approaching, but it said it in words.
Could you write it and make it talk?
No, not at that point. I'm talking like 1982 or something.
Yeah, but that was a thing. That was a thing.
All right, Martin,
Yeah.
you... okay.
Like, but look, this is still a thing now. Like, you can do it now.
All right, let's see.
Computer can talk.
That was a thing like in the 90s.
Why does it still sound so bad?
I don't know.
Like,
AI
why is it-
voices sound a bit better, but this is still old school.
Like, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
Martin, serious ice. There we go. Well done. Next up, the Performance Pepperoni. I like that one. That's quite good. Also, shout out to the grass.
Yeah, good grass.
That's good grass.
Oh, it's got a lot of weeds, actually.
That's the Master Finish Cavity Cleaner.
Master finish.
Tasty goodness inside this box. Look at those pants.
That's a good...
Are they crabs on those pants? Oh no, they're palm trees.
palm trees.
Golden showers.
Speaking of old, mate.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Dong.
I'd eat that.
I'll drink that.
That looks
Looks
peachy,
peachy
dongness
and good.
goodness. That's dick and nuts.
Nice.
Well done. Next up, we've got I Love Sticky Balls.
Do you really, though?
No, but it's here and he made it onto the internet. And
Good
so
on him.
that's
Well
all
done.
you
So you've
need these
achieved
days.
something.
You
That's massive.
achieved something today. Sent with love. From seed to seal. Young living.
No thanks.
So, all right, cock and nut mix, but
Best.
this is the
M&S.
ultimate though.
Fancy.
This is the ultimate cock and nut mix.
Bunk, 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 bunk.
Noodle, long and soft. Interesting that's kind of it's noodle, but then it's kind of American style packaging, isn't
Yeah,
it? And
very.
American colours. Next up, we've got the cream pump, which good. Do you drink pumpkin soup?
I don't really like soup much. It's fine, like whatever. Like
Next
you,
up,
need,
we've-
you have your own soup generation device installed on your face. Like all food that you eat turns into soup. Oh wow.
All right. We've got the giant beaver and tiny ass. Next up, we've got
Nice.
studs, just straight up.
I like that.
And now we're moving into our first of 4.
4 really good ones. They better be good.
I reckon they're pretty good. First 4 Fank of the Weeks. Go, Martin, drum roll. Boom, the pulled meat.
Wow.
Well done.
Nice.
I liked it. I thought it was good. Congratulations, you've achieved something this week.
job.
Drum roll, please. Martin, you've got the big sack for sharing.
Oh, coloured in thing.
Pea in China.
Oh wow.
That's
like
incredible,
a lot of
isn't it?
effort. Yeah, that's good.
The pea.
Yeah.
I mean-
Text is kind of cheating because you didn't use your fingers.
Yeah, no, but I'm
it's-
down.
it's-
I'm
it's fine.
down with it. And plus, I like that she's wearing. I think it's she. I guess anyone can have a manicure, but she's wearing thongs.
Nice.
So she's in Canada. She can't drive.
Can't drive.
Next one, Martin. All right. We've got the yogurt
Oh.
pump. Now, I gather this person works in a factory that pumps yogurt for a living. But well done. That is the yogurt pump.
That's chat. All right, next one.
This is the Fank of the week, Martin.
Go.
All right. No pubic access. Well done. That one had a huge response on the Fanking Facebook group. If you would like to share your photos and make everyone around you so proud of you that you made it onto the internet, then you can put your photos onto the Fanking Facebook group. There's a link down here. Martin, are we moving on to...
I did a really good one, but I can't find it. And I can't put mine after Fank of the Week, can I? Because that's fully cheating.
No, give it to me next week.
All right, next week.
Martin, I do believe... Are we moving on to random meat bag?
Random
we've
meat
got
bag.
some mailbag.
Do we have mailbag?
There is some mailbag.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's move on to mailbag. Every week on the show, when something does land in the mailbox, we will open it up. If you want to send us something, you can send it to the Unicorn Circuit, PO Box 475, Sydney Markets, New South Wales, 2129 Australia. Martin has got something that is attention to Marty, and I've got something that is not attention to either of us. So this one here has come from Kyvan Tan from Fremont, CA. I gather that's California, in the USA. And we've got a note here. It says, MCM, I've been watching since the beginning. Stay true and keep rocking. Let's see what's in there, Martin.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's sick.
That's awesome. That is a California number plate.
Sick.
It's 6-speed. Do you reckon it's 6-speed?
Nearly.
6-speed.
So cool, so iconic, because you just see these in every movie
see
and
them in the
TV
movies.
show and everything.
Most of what Australia knows about America is whatever we see in Hollywood, pretty much. That is what we see. Thank you very much for sending that. That's really cool. We will put that up
Keen to
in
see
the
America.
workshop.
2026, man, we're doing it.
Penis in America.
2026, keen to see
Oh,
America.
keenest.
This is from Clint in Victoria. It says Rotoholic, so I had a feeling. Oh, this is sick. This is a Rotoholic 2026. No, 2025.
Wait on, when was it sent? When was it sent, Martin?
Calendar. Does it say?
It was sent the 8th of the 4th.
How?
8th of the 4th?
No, wait.
Really?
Did this get stuck in like mail jail?
We
for
only
6
just
months?
got it. It was sent 6 months ago. All
Oh
right.
no, hang on. Wait, what? Well, great show, guys. Really enjoyed the long episode with the FD on the dyno explaining everything and why.
Oh, that was only...
Welcome
2
to the
weeks ago.
Wanker world again. Hope you like the calendar. Cheers, Clint.
Why does he say welcome to the wanker
But there
world?
was another dyno episode earlier in the year. So either this got stuck in mail jail or it's an old calendar. Either way, the calendar's sick.
Why does he
because-
welcome you to the wanker world, though?
Wankle.
Oh.
Dude, easy. It's not a freaking Nissan 180SX club.
Oh, that looks good.
This is sick.
That
all
looks
the rotors,
great.
all the rotors. Simmons on RX things is a thing. That's sick.
Wait on.
It's Jay Duca's
Wait on,
one.
go back one. What are we looking at there, Martin?
I'm pretty sure that's Jay Duca's VL that he did for Summonats that has like a stupid rotary thing in it, like some crazy rotary thing.
Wow,
Builds lots
that's
of cool
cool.
cars. You should check it out. RX4. That's sick. I do like me a racy FC. I reckon it's one of the best looking race cars.
It does look amazing.
When you do them up like
With
that,
a big
they
wing
still
and
look
everything,
excellent.
like just fully
The
does
wang
it.
just works like that. Not so much. That's cool as a streeter, but that is a race car.
Yeah, it looks unreal.
so sick.
Wheels look good too.
Look at that. Mad. Needs more blue FDs. Otherwise, excellent.
Thank you
Very, very
very
good.
much.
Thanks, Clint.
We are moving on to random eat mailbag eat. Every week on the show, we like to expand our minds by expanding our mouths, and we will pull some food out of the Mightycarmods giant hoodie.
Oversized hoodie.
Oversized hoodie with a silent H. Martin, what have you got when you reach inside?
What do you
can
mean?
hear it.
Reach inside what? This?
This
You mean
hoodie.
specifically this thing?
Martin, we have got some funny frisch, chips frisch, Ungarisch.
You know they're going to be excellent. You know they're going to be completely excellent, don't you?
Now, they are, I just want to give you the facts about these.
This is amazing.
They're kein Geschmacksverstärkten Süßstoff.
Oh,
They're vegan and they're gluten-free.
they're going to be brilliant.
And dies packaging exalt 5 Portionen.
Oh, I get why
Ein
people love these
portion
things.
equals 30 grams. Est paquet contient 5 porciones, una porción 30 grams. Where are these from? Oh, Martin, smell that. Why don't Australian chips smell that good?
Because no one sells us paprika chips.
Oh.
Paprika chips or peppers. They're
Oh.
super popular in Europe, but they're not popular here. No one does them.
One of the best chips I've ever had, Martin.
Paprika chips are the
Oh.
best chips.
That's going to blow the hoodie
First
off your
time I
head.
ever went to Europe ever, This was the first like snack thing I had.
Dude, that is absolutely incredible.
So crispy.
If you can get paprika chips in your town,
Oh.
go get them. Because that is off its face.
Delicious.
Martin, on the main channel, what's happening? New car.
New car. Next video.
Next video on the main
out.
channel,
I
new
don't know,
car.
tomorrow, next day, whatever. New car. And very different. Very, very, very different. Story of how he got it, maybe same as some other cars we've seen, but absolutely different in every other way. Very excited to show you guys what I found and what I've actually been dailying for quite a while.
From
And
the
I
Japanese
really,
auctions.
really like it.
Oh, you
Got
like
it from
to
the
say that?
Japanese auctions, fully unexpected. Randomly came across it, didn't even know they existed, and was like, that could be good. And it's been freaking excellent. I'm very excited to show you this new vehicle. And I believe we might have a little battle with it.
Yes.
Coming
Very soon.
up not long after that, all going well. If nothing breaks, because if it breaks, I'm in big trouble.
What's interesting is your one was from the Japanese auctions. My one was from Marketplace. So it'll be a Japanese auction versus internet auction battle.
Yep.
It's going to be good.
And mine was sought by cheapest buy it now, even though it's a mad car. All right, that's it.
Because of the thing on the front, that's why it was cheap.
Yeah, because of the
little...
the thing. Anyway.
All right, that's the show.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. We really enjoy hanging out with you every week. Hope you're all safe. Hope you're all good. Sometimes get off the internet and go for a wander in the bush.
Or buy
sit
a
under
shit
a tree.
box and fix it.
Or buy a cheap car and try and fix it and then break it. And do that over and over again. And eat a paprika chip. Oh, last chance, Mightycarmods posters.
Oh, yeah.
In about a week, couple of days, whatever. They
Gone
will
forever.
be gone forever. They're
We
never
never-
coming
we
back.
never order 'em again.
We never reprint.
People
we never make
email
them
us
again. Gone.
regularly and they're like, oh, I missed out on this one. It's like, I couldn't even give you one if I wanted to.
We don't even
cannot
have them
get
all,
them
do we?
printed the same. So even if I went and got a fake one printed, it would not be the same, would not be legit. We can't get them again.
Yeah.
There's even there's posters I don't have.
Yeah.
I
There's
think
a
I have
collection
like,
on eBay, and I was going to buy it just so I had them. But people do sell them for between $500 and $1,500
I've tried to
each.
be more careful lately of like trying to keep one for myself. I found my Miss Daisy one the other day.
Oh, yeah?
But I think there's at least one or two that I do not have.
We might have to
Might have to get on eBay.
collect them. All right, see you next time, everyone.
Bye.